Welcome to the Speak Easy English channel, where we make learning English as smooth as a casual chat over coffee. I'm your host, James.
And I'm Julia. Today we're diving into one of the most requested topics, how to speak English in conversation, whether you're a beginner feeling nervous or an intermediate learner aiming for fluency. This episode will equip you with essential strategies to navigate real-life dialogues confidently.
That's right, Julia. Over the next 25 minutes, we'll cover starting conversations, keeping them flowing, handling common challenges, and wrapping up gracefully. We'll share practical tips, role-play examples, and even some cultural insights. So grab your notebook and let's get started.
Let's begin with the basics. How do you start a conversation in English? Many learners freeze at this stage, but it's simpler than you think. The key is to use open-ended questions or neutral observations that invite a response.
Absolutely. For instance, instead of a yes or no question like, do you like coffee, try, what's your favorite way to start the day? This encourages the other person to share more. Remember, small talk often revolves around weather, work, or shared experiences. In English-speaking cultures, it's polite to start light before diving deeper.
Great point, James. Let's role-play a quick example. Imagine we're at a networking event.
Hi, I'm James. I noticed you're wearing a badge from the tech conference. What brings you here today?
Oh, hi, James. I'm Julia, and I'm here to learn about AI trends. How about you?
See, that opener led naturally to more dialogue. Tip number 1, smile and maintain eye contact. It builds rapport. Avoid controversial topics like politics early on.
Exactly. Another strategy is using compliments. Say, I love your scarf. Where did you get it? But keep it genuine. Practice these in front of a mirror or with a language partner to build confidence.
And if you're in a group, listen first, then chime in with, that's interesting. I've experienced something similar. Starting conversations is about curiosity, not perfection.
Now that we've started, how do we keep the conversation going? Fluency comes from active listening and responding thoughtfully. One common mistake is dominating the talk. Aim for a balanced exchange.
True. Use transition phrases like, that reminds me of, or on a related note, to connect ideas. If the topic stalls, pivot with, by the way, have you tried? This keeps momentum.
Let's discuss vocabulary building. Focus on connectors. However, in addition, for example, they make your speech sound natural. Also, paraphrase if you forget a word. Say, the thing you use to cut paper, instead of struggling for scissors.
Excellent advice. Handling silences is key too. A brief pause is normal. Fill it with, so, tell me more about your hobbies, rather than awkward filler words like or ah. Practice reducing those by speaking slowly at first.
For non-native speakers, idioms can trip you up. Phrases like break the ice mean starting a conversation comfortably. We'll cover more in future episodes, but today, let's role-play a flowing dialogue about travel.
Julia, what's the most memorable trip you've taken?
Oh, James, it was to Japan last year. The cherry blossoms were stunning. Have you traveled much?
Yes, I went to Europe. The food in Italy was incredible. Pasta everywhere. What did you enjoy most about Japan?
The culture and politeness. It taught me how body language matters in conversations, too. Nodding shows you're engaged.
Spot on. Tip, mirror the other person's energy. If they're enthusiastic, match it. If reserved, keep it calm. And always ask follow-up questions like, why do you think that? To deepen the exchange.
To practice, record yourself in mock conversations. Apps like Duolingo or HelloTalk can pair you with native speakers. Remember, mistakes are learning opportunities. Native speakers appreciate the effort.
We're halfway through, folks. If you're enjoying this, subscribe to Speak Easy English channel for more episodes. Now, on to challenges.
Conversations aren't always smooth. What if you don't understand something? Politely say, could you repeat that? Or what do you mean by, it shows engagement, not weakness.
Dealing with accents is another hurdle. English varies globally. British, American, Australian. Exposure helps. Watch shows like Friends for American slang or The Crown for British formality.
If you're interrupted, reclaim the floor with, as I was saying, and for disagreements, use softeners. I see your point, but I think this maintains respect.
Cultural nuances matter too. In the US, directness is valued. In the UK, understatement is common. For example, not bad might mean quite good.
Let's role play a challenge. Misunderstanding slang.
Hey, Julia, that presentation was lit.
Lit? Like on fire?
No, it means amazing. Sorry, it's slang for excellent.
Ah, got it. Thanks for clarifying.
See, clarification turns confusion into connection. Another tip, build vocabulary thematically. Learn words for work, food, or hobbies. Use flashcards or apps like Anki.
If anxiety hits, breathe deeply and remember, most people are forgiving. Start with low-stakes talks, like ordering coffee. I'd like a latte, please. How's your day going?
Precisely. Overcoming challenges builds resilience and fluency over time.
Finally, how do we end conversations gracefully? Signal closure with, well, it's been great chatting, or I should get going, but let's catch up soon.
If exchanging contacts, say, here's my number, feel free to text. End positively, nice meeting you.
In professional settings, summarize. To recap, we'll follow up on that idea next week.
Quick role-play wrap-up.
James, this has been insightful. I need to head out.
Absolutely, Julia. Talk soon.
Perfect. To tie it all together, start with openers, flow with connectors, handle hurdles politely, and end warmly. Practice daily for natural proficiency.
We hope these tips empower your English conversations. Remember, consistency is key. Speak often, listen actively.
Thanks for tuning in to Speak Easy English channel. If you have questions, comment below. Next episode, Mastering English Idioms.
Until then, keep speaking easy.